Alright guys, how you doing, and welcome to another Hashtag United video. We're here for the second time actually third time in 3 seasons technically, at Colchester United Stadium, League 2 Stadium. The men played here last year in the Essex Cup semi-final against Colchester themselves. But tonight it's all about the women. It's the Essex Cup Final. 2 years in a row a chance to win it. We won it last year at the home of Dagenham and Redbridge. A massive win against the same opposition tonight, our local rivals, Billericay Town, to see who can be the Queens of Essex. Eddie, what are we thinking?
Pretty confident, Ben. I mean, we've beaten them twice in the league this season. Actually, quite narrow victories, but since then, Billericay lost a couple of players. Their captain is suspended tonight, and they have struggled. They lost actually 5-0 to a team in the division below last week. So I'm hopeful that the girls can go back to back.
Yeah, it sounds too good to be true, and it's almost worryingly too good to be true. However, less about Billericay, more about our girls. I mean, it's been another great season, hasn't it? Last year, obviously, we had that amazing win against Newcastle in the National League Cup Final. We finished second in Tier 3. We're second in Tier 3 again as we stand, competing with Ipswich all the way, beating Ipswich, beating teams like Watford, huge household names. So we've earned the chance to be in contention to run the county once again. And it's not even just this year or last year. I think it's something like 10 of the last 12 Essex Cup finals has involved hashtag or the team that we emerged from, and 8 of them we've won.
I mean, it's not bad, is it?
Not
bad statistics.
It could be 9 tonight out of 11, which would be sensational. And we love the chance to bring you women's football on this channel. Get behind it. It's part of hashtag, it's part of the club, and they're arguably the most successful part of the club. Let's see if that continues tonight. Up the tags.
Well, in the hopes of making it 9, here's your hashtag starting 11. In goal, the ever-present Frankie Angel. So back 3 with Jade Keogh. Welcome back, Jade, after being dual-regged for most of this season. Courtney Lumley, who's also had a spell on the sidelines with injury, and Grace Gillard, captain fantastic. What a back 3 that is. In front of them, Sophie Bajan, Victoria Fronk, Gemma Baker, another one of those that was dual-regged and hasn't seen much of her this season, but she's back as well, with Hayley West and Frankie Finlayson out wide. Malika Rapindia and Sammy Rowland complete the 11, and what is a very attacking hashtag starting lineup. On the bench, plenty of strength there as well as Honor Norton, Flo Donnelly, Georgia Griffin, Eloise King and Ellie Moore complete a very, very strong hashtag team looking to go back to back. Let's do this, girls.
My biggest fear tonight is complacency. Sometimes I just say it because I want to try and get you motivated, and we always got to turn up week in, week out. It's always a big game, right? Because everyone wants to beat hashtag. We've had it for 4 or 5 years. Everyone wants to beat us. And do you know what? I've admired that from the opposition because it's helped build our resilience, our consistency. Enjoy the occasion because they don't come around often, right? But make sure you turn up. And that's the key thing for me. Turn up and give it everything you've got, all right? So when that whistle goes in 90 minutes, we have done absolutely everything to defend this cup. You on the pitch, subs, and us coaches, we have given it absolutely everything, all right? But be prepared. This is going to be a battle because there is more than one way to win a cup final. And it starts with heart, desire, effort. All right? They are the fundamentals. You put that in and then you rely on the other bits, the technical luck and bits and pieces. But you've got to match that.
So you're in control of this game, right? You determine what's going to happen tonight. Yeah, that pressure you've got to put on them has to be relentless, has to be consistent. You won't win everything, but you've got to win 90% of everything. Go out and enjoy it. Smile on your face, raise your game to a high level, and work your backside off. All right? Good luck. Let's go do it. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Come on.
And we are underway for the 2025 BBC Essex Senior Cup Final, featuring hashtag United in the all-green away strip, Billericay Town in the blue and black. Back at Colchester, 7-2 in the final at Dagenham and Redbridge in this game last year to the tags. We ran away with it. Early goals made it a fait accompli fairly early on. Let's hope for more of the same from a hashtag team that is, of course, on the brink of transition. We announced recently the management team of Jason Stevens, Craig Davidson and Wayne Rofen will be moving on to take a challenge at a lower tier at the end of the season after what's been a very successful tenure indeed. So can they cap it here with another trophy? Let's find out. Gillard looking early, maybe over the top for Frank. Could come here. She's got a hat-trick in this game last time out. Gets a corner this time.
Frankie Finlayson actually has a bit of a habit of scoring from corners, Spen.
She has indeed. Can she do it again here? She scored an early goal when the men played her against Colchester last season. I think that might have been from a corner as well, you know. It's a good ball. Oh no, it's happened again! He's predicted it! Eddie Cooper, play the lottery this weekend, my son.
I might have to. Frankie Finlayson, I think for the third time this season, has scored directly from an in-swinging right-footed corner. She's a danger in those kind of areas of the pitch. She's got some shot on her. You can't really expect her to shoot from corners. Well, she just has. It's gone in. It's actually against the goalkeeper that conceded whilst playing for us against Billericay.
Yes. So on loan from West Ham at the time, we lost to Billericay. It was actually in this competition, semi-final, in a penalty shootout. Billericay ended up playing our reserves here in the final that year. So hashtag do tend to be in the final of this competition, whether it's the first team or the reserves. But Frankie's given us a great chance of retaining the trophy with an early goal there.
He's done it again! He's done it again! He's done it again! No way!
Gillard looking for Malika. Good turn away from trouble. She's got the power and the pace to beat her player here. Can she get the cross in? It's another corner. And, well, we know what happened on the last one. Another corner here from Frankie. This one's a bit of an outswing. But looking for the captain. Gillard! Oh! Different way of scoring, but same result from the corner. This time Finlayson is the assister. And Gillard, the all-time appearance maker in hashtag United Women history, makes it 2-0.
Yeah, what a header that is. Really dangerous ball in from Frankie Finlayson again with the corner. She's still got a lot to do there, Grace Gillard, when the ball comes in. It loops over the goalkeeper O'Hanlon. Hashtag double the lead. And what a start.
Well, we're really going to find out what this Billericay team's made of now, because any more goals for the Tags and it will be a repeat of last year's final, I think, potentially. Maybe even more, because it's so early in the game. Can't afford to go 3-0 down if you're Billericay here, but for Tags fans, this is great viewing. Hayley West has come for that, but it's going to fall for Vicky Frank here. Hat-trick hero in the final last year. She looks for Hayley West. Good little pass that if Hayley can keep it on, which I think she will. Can Hayley get across in? There's 3 players in green in the box. She goes for the left foot. It's a good area. Rowland trying to get 64. Jade to Sophie Bajan. Into Vicky. Looks to feed it through to Rowland.
Almost inches away from finding her.
Jade Keogh could whip one in here. Oh, Sammy stayed up. Oh, what a save. What a save from Katie O'Hanlon in the Billericay goal. It could have been, maybe should have been, the first ever 64th goal for hashtag United. Sammy Rowland joint with Dan Brown and Malika Apindia. Just needs one to be the all-time top goal scorer. But O'Hanlon said no. Close it down. Oh, we might have this here. Westy. Great little pass. Rowland to be the all-time hashtag scorer. O'Hanlon denies it again.
What a stop that is.
And then it's offside now, is it? No, it's not. It's a corner.
What a stop. I'll tell you what, though, the best thing about that was Westy. First time pass.
So
without even blinking. On a sixpence to Sammy Rowland, who, again, has a bit of time, gets it out of her feet, but
yeah,
good save.
Westy with the throw-in. Often see Grace take them, but it's going to get through to Malika. Same result as normal. She could cross from here. Looks for a pass to Vicky Font. Could shoot from here. It's curling. Is that a touch?
I think she does get a touch on that one. Behind for a corner. She's got previous scoring screamers as well, to be fair. And I think if that would have bent in. She scored one against Ipswich earlier this season.
Actually, you mentioned Gemma Baker's goal in this competition 3 years ago being goal of the season. Vicky's was goal of the season last year. We've hit the bar from a corner.
Again.
They're our best chance of scoring at the moment.
Well, they've given a corner there. I'm not really sure that that's the correct decision, but we'll take it.
3 corners out of her 4 have either scored or hit the woodwork. Can we make it 4 from 5? Another good area. This one out swinging the back post. Really important header away there at the back stick for Billericay, because we had a queue of them waiting to pounce. As it's whipped back in on the left foot. Oh, it's a save. Potential own goal there. The keeper's denied it, and Frankie Finlayson can't keep the follow-up down. Westy gets it back here. Cross is deflected.
I don't think that's gone out, you know. That's still in.
Grace Goodard could whip it in. It's a great area. Sammy Rowland. Oh, could she have headed that maybe? She's tried a little Zlatan Kung Fu kick on that. Bajan, could she shoot from here? Sophie to Gemma for the 1-2. Bajan, past the player! Oh, what a goal! And what a player. One of the best players in Tier 3 this season. Sophie Bajan marks her fantastic season with a goal in the final. 3-0.
Yeah, she may well be named as Tier 3's player of the season come the end of the year. And I tell you what, that there is a show of all of her qualities. Perfect display. Gets it wins it high up the pitch, as she has done so often. She does win the ball back brilliantly, plays a quick 1-2, gives it and goes. The movement's fantastic, shrugs off the defender. And we've already seen Wellington is strong, but Bajent shrugs her off and finishes with a weak foot into the bottom corner. And it's a goal, a really special goal from a really special player.
Yes!
Chance here for Finlayson to pick out another good cross. Hayley West is queuing up at the back stick. Come off something from Thomas there.
Great tracking from Thomas. Yeah, I think it does come off both feet. It was a bit of an unorthodox thing, but great tracking to mark the run of Westie.
Oh, it's been left. Rowland wants to shoot here. Left foot cuts onto the right. There it is. It's wide. Oh my. Sammy Rowland probably should have a hat-trick tonight. Down the line. Bajent, big header, great header. Malika, Sammy can run off you here and get it back from you maybe. Still Malika, skipping past challenges. It's on her weak foot. Does she go on the right? She does! And it didn't just quite set up for her, did it?
No, I think it took a horrific bobble just before she was about to take the strike.
Billericay getting out wide here to Smith. Up against Gillard. Wants to go onto that left foot. Gets the shot off. I've seen worse. Frankie has to just push it over the bar. Had a bit of movement on it.
When you're not sure as a goalkeeper, you have to make sure. She did exactly that. Tips it over the bar.
Nice.
Great move.
Westie here. Oh, physical challenge from Thomas. She defended it well there in the end. Oh, Westie with a bit late one there.
It's really well defended, and they've played it out, Spen.
Yeah, they have done it a
nicely.
few times tonight, to be fair. Bajent. She fancy another goal. Slips in Westie down this left side. Westie. Another left-footed cross for Malika. Oh, is that a pen?
Referee.
I think we get that a 0-0.
Yeah, I think you're right, Spen. Looked like they went through the back of the legs of Frankie Finlayson there. It didn't look like there was much contact on the ball.
And the chances are racking up now. It seems more like a question of how many rather than whether we're going to win tonight. I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Taken quickly there by Gillard into Apindia.
Good cross. There it is, Bajent with a second of the game. And Malika with the assist. I mentioned a lot of times tonight Malika's top of the all-time goal scorer charts. She's also up there on the assist charts as well. There's another one for her there, but 2 goals for Sophie Bajent. It was still in the headlines as she has done all season.
Yeah, the last one was crafted, created and finished by Bajent. This one, not quite crafted and created, but I tell you what, she makes the run and gets into the box. A defensive midfielder, shields the back line, but she's the furthest player forward in that attack. Malika with a great ball in, dangerous ball, and Bajent, she won't score many easier than that, but she has to get there, and that's the best thing about that one. Great work rate from the defensive midfielder, and she gets her second of the night.
Right before half-time as well, just 3 minutes of injury time to be played. But I would say a sucker punch because we've been all over them, but certainly a hammer blow for Billericay going into the break, who have shown signs of trying to get back in this game, but a 4-0, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's going to be too much for them to overcome, and I think we're going to retain the trophy here.
Legs, great ball, girl. Come on, Soph.
And there is the half-time whistle. Fantastic first half of action from the Tags. Only a handful of big saves from O'Hanlon and Billericay's net have stopped it being more than 4, but we'll take it for the first 45.
Well done, another cup win in the bag. You're not throwing this away at 4-0. If we do, I'm giving up football altogether. No. No, be ruthless again. You know, that's who you are, all right? Be ruthless. Fans expect you expect, I expect, everybody expects you to get another cup and win, all right? Don't feel sorry for these. Don't feel sorry for them. Chatham put 5 past them. We've got to do better, all right? We've got to do better. And simple as that. Because that's what we do. We don't accept anything.
It was a strange half because I felt for periods that we weren't really anywhere near our best. I still felt we were like 10, 20% off. But I think you can smash these into oblivion. I don't think we always do that. I think we like to get the job done. We're about winning, not about kicking on and going goals, goals, goals. So that's the challenge really this half, is to either you're happy with what we are and you're happy with the win, or you want to push on and have that desire to push on and do a bit more.
Hey, let's keep it going. All right, let's go. Go and enjoy it, but stay focused for the first 10, 15 minutes.
And we're underway here for the second half, 45 minutes away from another County Cup victory for the Lady Tags. Let's go. Gillard. Good little area, no changes for the Tags. Don't need to right now, but Malika trying to get a goal. And there it is! Her 64th in hashtag colours. She is now the all-time top goal scorer for hashtag United. She's the first person to take that off of Dan Brown in 7 years? Welcome, Malika, to legendary status.
Yeah, and I tell you what, there's not too many more deserving of that over the past few years, especially since I've been at the club. She's been one of the best players to watch. So consistent in both goals and assists. Whether she's at left back, up top, whatever, it doesn't matter. A joy to watch. Congratulations, Malika, new top goal scorer, and only, like the 5th of all time, I would imagine?
Yeah, in terms of the sequence of events, it was someone, then it was Dan Brown. I think it's really just the 3rd, isn't it? I think she was level with Sammy and Dan Brown. Now she's top on her own. But no one ever has put the ball in the back of the net 64 times for hashtag. That's pretty cool. The ball forward. Gemma heads it to Roland. Could this be a moment for goal number 64? Sammy controls it, hits it. It's another save from O'Hanlon, who you have to say has had Sammy's number tonight. Donnelly on. Griffin on. Norton on. Was there not a 4th King as well? Keogh. Sammy, good. Gigi on the right foot, puts it in low. Comes back to Sammy. Norton in the box, trying to find a way through. Could fall for Bajan on the hat-trick! There's a flag gone up.
Oh.
Now, is that for interfering? It's certainly not for Sophie Bajan.
Well, that one's really interesting, that, Spen.
It must be for interfering in front of the keeper. I think it might have been on a Norton, maybe. King intercepts the kick. Finds Roland. Oh, just hits the back of the heels of Flo Donnelly. Roland to Griffin. To Flo. Digs out across. Headed high by Horwood. Griffin under it. Sammy. Bajan still wants that hat-trick. I don't think I've seen her have so many shots all season.
It's coming though, I'm telling you. She's going to get a hat-trick tonight.
I know it's been one-way traffic, but from a Billericay standpoint, only 1-0 down this half. Not that bad, considering how the game went first half. Leaks, looking for Norton. She's got pace. She might make this. Norton, still there. Norton! There it is! Seriously prolific off the bench. She's like Iheanacho back in his day. What a player on a Norton. Malika with the assist. 6-0.
Yeah, Leaks just about does enough to keep it in. And it's a great area, especially when you've got the pace of Anna Norton on the pitch. She goes beyond the defender, uses a bit of strength to muscle her way through, and shows plenty of composure to just put it into the bottom corner, making it 6-0 and hashtag absolutely cruising now to the Essex Women's Cup.
It's a good little touch that is from the substitute here, Billericay, trying to make something happen. Donnelly tries to make the recovery. Bajan gets there. Advantage being played. Donnelly taking her time, looking for that cross. Finds a pass into Sammy. Roland. And that'll be a corner. Corner for the tags. Griffin. Good area. Gillard wants her 2nd of the game. Bajan's up there for the hat-trick! Sophie Bajan, take a bow. She is just that good.
I told you she was going to get a hattie, and there it is. A seriously good player, and she's been probably our standout across the whole season. May still, as I mentioned earlier, win the Player of the Season award for Tier 3. And I'll tell you what, a hat-trick for a player like that, it's more than deserved. And a lovely header.
Malika looking for Roland, comes back to Leaks. Evades a challenge of a kind of improvised La Croqueta. Here is Apindia. Oh, it's a ball in a problem area, and it's in the back of the net. It's Eloise King, who just proves, whenever she plays, she's in the right place, right time. Fox in the box attribute activated. She's got it.
Yeah, 5 goals in 2 games in this competition. They're not bad stats at all. Off the bench to tap it in. I'd love to see the combined yardage of all of her goals for hashtag.
Yeah.
She's just got that knack, that ability that also I'd say on the men's team Luke May Parrott has of being in the right place at the right
Misha.
time, and it really is a skill. Misha's also involved in that, but Eloise King is quite possibly the best of the lot.
In terms of goal contributions per minute, she's up there with anyone in hashtag history. Not been at the club long, but if she had a goal scoring heat map, it would basically just be the 6-yard box. And I love that. Well, as we approach the final whistle here, Eddie, have you got our CANNA player of the match?
I do indeed. She's made it very easy for me this evening by getting herself a hat-trick. Sophie Bajent, take a bow. What a performance.
Yeah, I mean, we're used to giving her player of the match. Not used to seeing her score a hat-trick, although she has scored 4 in a game before.
In this very competition.
And it could have been 4 tonight because she had one disallowed, of course. But there might be a late consolation for Billericay here. Sophie Bajent picks up the CANNA player of the match. Billericay are in the box. Ball comes across. Frankie Angel hasn't had a lot to do tonight, but when she's needed to, it's been exemplary. But another sterling performance from Sophie Bajent. We'll be lucky if we hold on to her much longer. Bajent. And there's the final whistle, and it's back-to-back champions of Essex for #United. And it's not just back-to-back against the same team, by the way. It's 15 goals in 2 finals. 8-0 tonight, clean sheet. What a performance.
And what a way to sign off a fantastic era at the club, very successful era at the club.
And that'll probably be the last trophy we see lifted by Jason Stevens' management team, so I would like to take this opportunity to thank them for the role they have played. It's a huge role in our women's team. So another great night in #history. Well done to everyone in the women's team, very proud of you all.